Today I want to talk about one of the coolest pedals ever made, the Electro Harmonix Deep Freeze. So, yesterday I made a video about this pedal and I kind of got some more use out of it and figured out some really cool stuff that you can do that I wanted to show. For instance, to freeze out this auto setting. So I'm going to freeze that first. I'm playing a C, E, and a G up here. Like sharp 11 chords or the full chord because it's like 6 notes. I mean, piano players can't, even guitar players don't have 6 notes. But so what I'm doing, you got that C and the E and the G. I'm taking the B, D, and the F sharp up here, and I'll freeze it, and then I'll put it on top of the other one, and it gives you that sharp 11 sound. It makes it sound big. It's probably difficult to hear on that video, but it's so wicked. The only thing is, another thing I was messing with, which is really cool. And this auto freeze, messing with it. I need to kind of turn it down. And it's cool. I can see a lot of potential with this. Freeze, I'm thinking like in the middle of a song when you got the drums going, if you can kind of do little parts where you can freeze out a couple chords, it'd be kind of cool. I just got to get around to I was using it earlier today, and same kind of concept. That's another way of doing it. If you got like a bass line, let me see if I can come up with something here. So, got something going like that. You might have glitz. I'm guessing that's what that is. But it holds off when you play it, and then it fades in. So you got time to jump up from here down to here to play. And it's getting the timing with things down. But I can see how it's got a lot of potential. Especially this is just playing with straight bass. You put some effects and stuff on it. It's cool too. Like, put this back on here. That's the flat 7. I take out the 5s. I just play a little triangle shape. You know, the blue shape. And then the second chord is reversed. The D's up here. Right here, my bad. D, F sharp on the 2nd string, the 9th fret. And then your C's 10th fret, 3rd string. That's just a kind of a backwards way of playing this chord. But it sounds cool. It's an inversion. So I was playing back and forth between them. It's got like a real bluesy, laid back vibe. I love Mixolydian. So I'll play a little more here. Yesterday, I had this pedal for a while, but I mainly use it back in the regular old latch mode, where you just freeze out one note, 2 notes even, and that just sustains it. You don't have to push no buttons, don't have to hold it down. And then when you switch chords, it fades them in and out. You gotta adjust it. And then this momentary, I don't know if that's the momentary or the latch. They have different names, but it's just a green light. The main one will hold it out. You know, these I'll put the octave C and C, and then that will just sit there like that for eternity. Probably if you let it. I come home one day and I was like, "What the hell is that noise?" And the speaker was still on, and this thing was still on, still droning away. So then the other setting is you gotta hold it down, hit the button, you hold it down, and it will bring that chord out that you can let off, and then hit it again, and it'll hold that chord out. See, another thing, I might have mentioned this yesterday, but you gotta be careful about your timing on the button press. If you hit it at the exact same time, see, like that sounds good, but a lot of times you get crazy sounding chords. Maybe my timing was just worse yesterday, but I try to do it a little bit after hit strumming, and then hit it, and it seems to capture it better. I'm trying to mess it up, but I can't now. Maybe on the green setting it does it. Let's try it. See? Yeah, that was terrible. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I was getting a lot of craziness going yesterday, and then I started hitting it, and then hit the button, and it would come in clean. But anyways, I just wanted to give some more examples of this pedal, and as I learn more, I'll probably do another video about it, just because I'm trying to practice making videos for one thing, and I just like to share my information because I like to talk about pedals and bass and music, and that's all I do. That's all I want to do. So hopefully you enjoy watching. I know I don't give the best videos right now, but to be honest, I would never ever in my life thought that I'd even be on that camera talking, because in school I was always quiet, didn't like giving presentations, public speaking, anything like that. So by doing this and just doing these little demos or whatever, it gives me practice at being on camera and just talking. I ramble on a lot and I get off on tangents and stuff, but you know, happens. But I'll be on live today, probably several times, so I don't have to work tonight. So if you want to come watch, and I'm always on live, I'll be on all weekend because I'm off all weekend, and I'm going to put out some more videos and stuff. So if you like, come watch my lives, listen, and leave some comments. Like if you're on my live stream, for one, I got bad vision, I need some glasses, and two, it's on the phone, so I don't always get to see all the comments. But you can always comment on my video, because I read them and I'll reply. If there's anything you want to know, just ask me. And please like, and subscribe, because it does help me out. I'm trying to turn this into a job, you know. I gotta get better at it, but I know a lot. I have a lot of knowledge from many years of playing. I can teach. If anybody wants to be taught, just leave a message on, like I said, and leave a comment. Because that's one thing that I want to start doing. I can probably do Skype even. You know, I have to figure all that out. But I appreciate all the support. It's like I'm at 700 subscribers. I'm at 696, and I started about Christmas, the day after Christmas. I had already had 10 subscribers because I had put out a couple of videos, and then the day after Christmas I put a video out. They got like 400 views, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. So from that point until now, I've got 696 subscribers and like 50,000 views, and I was figuring I wouldn't get 500 subscribers until sometimes like 2026 summer. That was kind of estimating based on what I had seen on other people say and all that, and now in 6 weeks I'm almost 700. So that's amazing to me that people get on live and they like to hear the stuff that I come up with, because all that stuff is just practicing. I come up with, like when I first started playing bass, when I first started learning theory, like 10 years ago, and I had told myself that I was mediocre. I could play cover songs, but I could play with people and jump in and jam, and I was pretty good at that. But I wasn't like playing a solo. That wasn't like something I made up. I was not really good at it, and so I started studying theory, and I started taking. I didn't have a looper forever, so I started off without a looper, playing modes, 2-5-1. So I take the second mode, the fifth mode, and the first mode. And I just play to a drum machine, click track, and I just started soloing. Well, then I heard about Yannick Gonzalez, and I seen how he played chords and bass, and I had already knew some about that stuff, but it was something I was wanting to get into because Victor Wooten, I seen him do it, and so I started using a Tascam as my looper, and I was able to do it. Like I could loop chords like I had to do it like 4 in a row, and then I could splice it to where it was just repeated over and over. But it was difficult to do. I got pretty good at it, but it took some time, and you had to do it perfectly. That's probably why I'm good as a looper, because I use that Tascam. Well, then one day I went to Guitar Center, and I wasn't even planning on buying. I think I went to get some strings, and I was at the checkout, and I seen an MXR clone looper, and that dude just said, "Oh, that's on sale. You want to look at it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." So I bought it, and that was it. I was hooked. That was actually the day when I got home. They announced on TV that they were shutting everything down. That was like the day that it was all on CNN and the president was speaking. But I got the looper that day, and I've loved him ever since. That's how I practice. And then I started getting into playing the chords, because I'm trying to learn jazz. So loop an F sharp, that's an F sharp minor, and then I'll just put a bass line behind it. Lydian. I put an E mix Lydian chord down, or whatever, the blues chord, and then I put a bass line behind it. Then I make up other little sections. I like to put 3 or 4 harmonies together, simple, everything simple, and then solo over it. I mean, I got hours. I had 30 hours on that task cam of ideas. I still got it. I've never even listened to it, but they were all like 2 or 3 minutes long, and I just record them every night before I would. Well, I'm sorry, a lot of that's also improv. I was practicing over 2-5-1s, and I would record a solo every night, like an improv solo, and then anything that I made up. So that task cam is full, and then in the beginning I couldn't hardly solo. I could play over a 2-5-1, but it sounded like I was playing arpeggios and scales, and eventually it kind of evolved. So that's how all my stuff comes. Like if I'm on live, I got like little compositions that I put together from all the stuff. I've done this every day for years before I ever got on YouTube. I've done the same exact practice routine. I practice the same amount of time, 5-6 hours a day, 7, 8, 9, 10. It just depends on if I'm working or not. And because that's all I do. Started putting that together. So I got some songs that I put together, but the solos are always improv. And then a lot of times I try to come up with something new while I'm on. Like if there's yesterday I decided G minor. I wanted to play G minor, so I wrote a song out of G minor, like right on this. I'm just good at it. We got blessed by God with a gift of melody. It's in my soul. But the topic at hand was this freeze pedal. So I'm on about learning it because I want to put it in my loops. So I'll be using it the next couple of days, figuring out different things about it. And I might do another third video on it if I come up with another composition that fits in. Then I can kind of show how it can be used. This isn't really the best review of the pedal because I don't have much use with it yet, or I've seen other people use them online and they're way better than I am at it. So, but I figured like as I learn, I can do other videos and show what I know, and then if someone's interested in the freeze, if nothing else, they can hear me plug off on it, you might know. I'll try and come up with something cool that really shows what it can do. But like I said, for practice reasons, that in itself is excellent. Almost as good as the loop pedal, almost. But as far as for training purposes, study purposes, it probably beats the looper because you can freeze it, and you don't have to mess with all the looping and all that stuff. You just hit a button, you get the same thing. But anyways, like and subscribe. Come watch my lives. Any questions?